Hey everyone, it's Angela with FoodStorageAndSurvival.com. Today I've got a product to show you called the Freight Glove, and this was sent to me by the Centina Corporation. And what it is a wrapper to go around a large amount of product, originally designed to wrap up and protect a pallet worth of goods during shipment. So it's designed to fit on a pallet. You don't have to have it on a pallet, but it's designed to hold that much. It is airtight, watertight, flame retardant, and the dimensions when it's all opened up is 51 inches long, 45 inches wide, and 62 inches high. So that's a pretty good amount of stuff you can fit inside this Freight Glove. It also withstands temperatures down to -40 up to 158 degrees. So it's going to do fine if you need to use it in your garage or outside of your home. All right, now it comes wrapped up and it's about the size of a large sleeping bag maybe. Okay, and we're going to unwrap it here real quick. It also comes with a valve that goes onto your vacuum. Now if your vacuum some of them may not fit. It's about a 1-inch diameter. It has threads, I'm not sure why, but it fits fairly well onto a 1-inch diameter tube for a vacuum. I don't know if it's exactly an inch. Okay, approximately 1 inch, the standard size. Now my vacuum's a little bit bigger, but we got it to work in my vacuum anyway, so I'll show you that in a minute. But first we're gonna unwrap this baby and get it all filled up with stuff. Okay, now we've got it filled up. And it's not even as full as it goes. Like I said, it's 62 inches high, so it can go about as tall as me. So I don't even have it as tall as I can get it. But I have 27 cases of number 10 cans here. 4 high and then 5 high in the back. A few extras just for fun. Some toilet paper and canning supplies. You could use one of these wrappers to wrap up a 3-month supply or a 6-month supply or even a year supply. If there's not a lot of you, you could probably fit a year's supply of food in here. So, you know, really a ton of room inside this wrapper. And I actually have a lot of extra room, but it's going to be okay. You don't have to fill it all the way full because it vacuums around what you put in it. So it custom fits whatever you have in there. We're going to throw a few more buckets on here just for fun. And I really could have used empty buckets for the demonstration, but whatever. Alright. So get all our stuff on and then pull the wrapper up around it. And the wrapper has, the Freight Glove here has a super duty zipper that is watertight and airtight. And if that's not about the coolest thing ever, I think that, like, a zipper that holds air and water out. Pretty cool. And the zipper does come with some lubrication, so if you're going to be opening and closing it a lot, you'll have some lubricant to put on it because it can be used over and over. So you can wrap this up, vacuum seal it, open it up, close it, vacuum seal it again. Okay, we're going to wrap it and zip it, and then we'll vacuum it shut and show you how it works. You can see here that I have quite a bit of extra space in here that I could fill up. But I've got plenty of stuff in my room already. And just so you know, okay, this is sized to fit on a pallet. You could put it out in your garage. Why did I pile a bunch of stuff in my living room? Because it's too cold out there. I don't want to go out to my garage right now. So I could have packed it up out there, put it on a pallet. I've just got it on my living room floor. Okay, at the end you gotta make sure that your zipper is done up all the way to the end. It kind of locks into place and that keeps it airtight. Okay? Okay, when you're ready to vacuum it tight around your products. You locate the valve that is right near the end of the zipper, and you're going to use the little vacuum adapter thing that I showed you earlier, and your vacuum here. And like I said, mine isn't quite the right size, and it really wants a tube that's close to about 1 inch in diameter. It says it'll fit a standard vacuum. It probably will. Mine's probably not standard, but this is my home vacuum. I was able to borrow one from a friend that had the right size of tube. Some shop vacs have that size of tube. They're a smaller diameter, not the giant diameter shop vacs. Okay, that's the one we have, so that didn't work very well. But you could rig this thing up to fit onto a larger diameter tube if you want to. Okay, like I said, it just kind of sits in there loose on my vacuum, but it works, okay? Alright, turn this. Okay, now I'm going to stop right here and just let you know that you do not need your tube to fit in tight. The little adapter spout tube thing. It's not going to fit in tight, but it's okay because it's got enough suction that it will suck the valve open. In fact, if you shove it in, you're going to hold the valve shut and it's not going to work at all. So just make sure that you put your tube in. You don't want it in, pushing it in. It'll suck it just fine. Okay, once you have this wrapped up and vacuumed around your products, it will be a nice tight package. You can see the outlines of everything that I put in here. It sucks up really tight around your stuff. So you have airtight, you have watertight. It's also designed to keep mice and rodents out because they are not able to smell through it. So you could put food stuff in here. In theory, you could even put bulk food stuff that is not packed into buckets or cans or other food storage packaging. You could put a pallet of sacks of flour or wheat or, you know, beans, rice, whatever you want to put on your pallet. Okay, because this is going to keep the air out, the moisture out, and the rodents out. So a nice little package. You're also going to get some degree of earthquake stability with it because it is all suctioned up together. So I'm going to shove on it real quick. I'm not able to push individual items off. It's all held together and holding itself into a package. Okay, again, this is Freight Glove by the Centina Corporation. I'll put a link to their products in my description for this video. And you can always join me, Angela, on my blog, foodstorageandsurvival.com, for more preparedness fun. Thanks so much for joining me again today, and we'll see you again next time.